Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. You're watching Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports today. Let's take a look at what we're discussing. First of all, Pakistan Cricket Board has announced the squads for the ODI, T20 International and Test series for Pakistan's tour to South Africa. It's very interesting if we talk about some of the names as well, but particularly Mohammad Rizwan is skipper of the white ball format, while Shan Masood occupies the test spot as the skipper as well. Mohammad Abbas makes a comeback. Sajid Khan has been excluded. Shaheen Shah Afridi has been given a rest from test cricket, citing future international commitments including the Champions Trophy. Babar Azam makes a comeback in the T20 circuit. No Fakhar Zaman as was being predicted that he's going to make a comeback, and the reason by PCB has been given that his fitness is still not up to the mark. So we'll discuss all the changes, all the inclusions, the omissions, everything for this series and how important it will be. It starts with 3 T20s, then ODIs, and then of course we move on to the test circuit as well at the very last. So we'll talk about this series in detail. Then we move on, we discuss Pakistan's fantastic victory against Zimbabwe. They have set a precedent very high. Zimbabwe was embarrassed. Their lowest ever T20 international total, Pakistan winning by 10 wickets, chasing 57 with relative ease. Sufyan Mukim broke a record of 15 years, becoming a Pakistani with the best figures in T20 international cricket. The last record was Umar Gul back in 2009, and Sufyan took 5 wickets and he was brilliant. So we'll talk about this series. And Pakistan has also announced they're playing 11 for the third T20 international as well, and they've made those changes as well. They're handing out some more debuts. So it's going to be very interesting to see the final T20 that takes place tomorrow at the Queen Sports Club in Bulawayo, and then the series is a wrap, and then the team travels to South Africa for those who are part of the relative squads as well. Then we move on and we discuss some more particular things on Sports Extra. Of course, like I said, that we'll be giving you Sufyan Mukim's figures as well. He's been brilliant. What has made him so successful, and what is the future now? How do you manage a player like Sufyan Mukim? So we'll discuss that and try to explore some opportunities for him as well. Of course, fitness is something that needs to be managed smartly. He has underwent a knee injury in the past as well, a knee operation. We'll talk about that in detail as well. Then we move on to international cricket in detail. We do talk about the fantastic performance of Bangladesh, who have beaten West Indies. A superb performance by them as well. Congratulations to the Bangladesh team, and it's always good to see clinical test cricket being played. So we'll talk about that in detail. Time now to introduce the guests. First of all, joining us in studios is our sports expert, cricket commentator, international broadcaster, presenter, Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, sir?
Walaikum assalam. I'm perfect. Thank you.
We've also been joined by first-class cricketer and expert Kashif Majid. Assalamu alaikum, Kashif. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. Perfect. You're right.
Thank you for joining us. And we've also been joined by sports journalist and expert Abdul Jabbar Faisal. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you for joining us. Now let's take a look at this report and then we continue.
Pakistan Men's Selection Committee has announced the squad for the upcoming South Africa series scheduled from 10 December to 7 January. The series comprises 3 T20 internationals, 3 one-day internationals and 2 tests. Babar Azam has been named in all 3 squads along with Mohammad Rizwan, Saim Ayub and Salman Ali Agha, while Naseem Shah has been selected for the test and ODIs. Shaheen Shah Afridi, who also missed the last 2 tests against England, has been picked for the white ball matches as part of his workload management. Also returning to the test side is fast bowler Mohammad Abbas, who has taken 90 wickets in 25 tests, had a stellar Quaid-e-Azam trophy, claiming 31 wickets in 5 matches. Fast bowler Khurram Shehzad has also been named in the test side after claiming 15 wickets for Pakistan Shaheens. Mir Hamza is the 4th fast bowler in the 15-man test squad. However, off-spinner Sajid Khan has missed out on selection despite his 19 wickets against England. The selectors, after taking into consideration the Centurion and Newlands conditions as well as South Africa as the opposition, have opted for only one specialist spinner, Man Ali, who took 20 wickets against England and has 67 wickets in 17 tests. Also earning the selector's note for the first time in ODIs is Sufyan Mukim, the left-arm wrist spinner who has taken 8 wickets in 2 T20 internationals, including 5 wickets for 3 runs against Zimbabwe. The T20 international squad will depart for South Africa on December 6, while the ODI and test players will depart on 13 December. Pakistan men's red ball head coach Jason Gillespie will also arrive in Johannesburg on 13 December to supervise the pre-test series camp.
And there you have it, all the details of Pakistan's squads that have been announced. Asif, how do you see this development?
Well, I'm happy. After a very long time, Pakistan Cricket Board and the management, especially the Chairman Selection Committee and the head coach, he has taken some bold and good decisions. Let me start from the Mohammad Abbas, his return after 3 years. And if you see his test career, it's a stellar test career. 90 test wickets in 25 matches, and everyone was talking about his pace getting down. And when we have watched our premier fast bowlers like Shaheen Shah Afridi, when they were and Naseem Shah and other fast bowlers, when they were bowling with Muhammad Ali, let me take his name, when they were bowling around 130 and 35, so then we have decided, according to the conditions, when you're going to South Africa, then Mohammad Abbas will be definitely very he will have a very crucial role for the victory of Pakistan. One thing. Secondly, I'm happy that Sufyan Mukim is there, because we were expecting the inclusion of Shadab, and yesterday we were talking about Abrar and Sufyan's future. So the good thing is that when they performed well, and they got another chance. I mean, it's really good decision from the management, because you didn't see the big name and you didn't go behind the previous performances. You just counted that they're performing well for Pakistan. They've performed well in white ball cricket, so give them chance. So I think it's really appreciable.
Absolutely.
And rest, I'm happy that you will see once again that Babar Azam, you've given him rest. So I think it's a very good policy. It's a very good strategy that now you're going for the load management, which we have talked a lot. Now we could see in Pakistan cricket as well.
Absolutely. I think the next big question is now going to come on who's going to play in the playing 11. That will be, now that we're spoiled for choices as well. But Kashif, how do you analyze the squads that have been announced, including the inclusion and the exclusion? Especially Mohammad Abbas is making a comeback. Shaheen has been rested. They've not opted for Sajid, saying that they can't utilize more spinners, so they're happy with Noman.
So let's start with Abbas coming back to the squad. Everybody's talking about his pace, but I think with the conditions we have seen, the way South Africa has played against Sri Lanka, those semi conditions, those overcast conditions, those lush green pitch, I think Abbas is a good inclusion, and recent form suggests that he was playing good, and he was continuously playing 4-day cricket, so he can be used as an asset. He can be used as mentor to youngsters to how to seam the ball around. So most probably his inclusions it's something which we wanted to have in our side. Coming back to the story of Sajid, I think unlucky, because I do agree with Pakistan Cricket Board on this matter, because we were saying this on this platform, that we wanted a selection which is termed as horses for courses, and most probably spinners won't be used there. Noman got annoyed because of his extraordinary batting and the way he flicks the ball just like Brian Charles Lara. So most probably that is his inclusion. And rest of the squad, I still believe Salman Ali Agha has to prove his worth, his credentials as a T20 player, because recent performances aren't good enough. And with this era, with this regime, I guess the most important thing is everyone who performs will stay and will get a chance. So most probably this is the balanced squad. I do wanted Naseem Shah and Shaheen Afridi to get rest. Most probably I wanted them to play a test match too, but still I want them to take a rest before the Champions Trophy. And let's find out that our bench strength has got so much to offer, and most probably this series, the captaincy of Rizwan will be tested.
Well, certainly. I think South Africa poses a great challenge up ahead as well. Jabbar bhai, how important is this series for Pakistan, and what is the challenge that we see once we see the squad as well?
Look at my brother, this is very important series, because we just played 2 back-to-back series with one Australia, one in Zimbabwe, and similar style in South Africa. I think Pakistan Cricket Board is focusing on the ICC Champion Trophy. They want to make a good team for the Champion Trophy. Before that, they play very good cricket in one day in Australia, in Zimbabwe too. And this is the basic, you can say, test for the Pakistani players against South Africa. The condition will be entirely different there. And Pakistan team need experienced side. It's good sign that they included Babar Azam. His record is excellent, is brilliant, excellent batter of the all formats, and rest of team also blend of young, talented and experienced people. It means they format the team with the seeing all the statistics, all the performance, but this tour will be entirely different from the first 2-1. because the conditions are different.
New challenge, obviously.
This is new challenge, and South Africa is also preparing their team for the ICC Champion Trophy. This should be keep in our mind, and our coaches definitely they will work with them. But we have to turn the team in a good combination before the ICC Champion Trophy. That is our main focus.
Certainly. Asif, there's been a lot of talk before this series about Fakhar Zaman is going to make a comeback. Today, when asked from the board by a source, it was confirmed that his fitness is still not up to the mark. So I think they've really, put that question into limelight that he's not there, he's not fit, we're not going to play him. But then again, at the same time, do you believe, now this is a very long-term question, that finally the Pakistan Cricket Board has moved into an era where they have understood that names are not important than merit. If you're performing, you'll play for the team, no matter how big of a player you are. If you're not performing, we have youngsters who are ready to take over Pakistan cricket.
Well, I strongly agree with you, Ahmed. And let me ask a quick question from you. That are you satisfied with the answer of Pakistan Cricket Board regarding Fakhar Zaman?
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. Then go ahead. Because if you are okay that he's not up to the mark, his fitness is not okay, and he doesn't have the match practice, then I'll go with you. Otherwise, we have a long discussion with you guys regarding especially Fakhar Zaman. That if you see his stats, I think it's been phenomenal, especially when we talk about the ODI career. And when the juniors players like Saim Ayub and other players, when they're performing well, as Kamran Ghulam in the middle order, he scored a stunning 100 in Test cricket and ODI as well. So I think that when we are filling these blanks, that we do have more options and they're performing well, then definitely you will follow the present form of the players. One thing. Secondly, I think what Fakhar Zaman has done, actually, I think that was not fair. He was in the contract with the Pakistan Cricket Board. He should have followed the rules and regulations. Yes, if you wanted to convey your message, you should go and talk directly to the management that this is going wrong, I do not support this, or I have these kind of concerns. But when you are putting all things over the social media, it means that you're breaching the contract. And that's why Pakistan Cricket Board has taken the action. And I think it's a good thing. And it's a clear and loud message for rest of the players as well.
But I would still like them to define the fitness criteria, so we know that it should be the same for everyone and nobody's been victimized. I think simple as that. But the bigger question right now, because we're starting with the T20 International Series, Kashif, is that Tayyib, Tahir and Irfan have proved themselves so far. Obviously, it was an average ranked team, but international cricket is international cricket. Both of them had a strike rate of above 150. The whole team, regardless of, if you exclude Salman Ali Agha, played with a strike rate of more than 120. South Africa now is a new challenge. Babar is coming back. Rizwan would automatically come back and take the opening spot. If Babar is to play T20 playing 11, he's at number 3. 4, 5, 6, still a big question.
I guess Tayyib Tahir is exceptional when it comes to face spin. Irfan Niazi with his knock in Australia proved that he can hit the ball long against the fast bowler, so most probably he'll be one of my picks for those numbers, and with his exceptional fielding standards, I guess he can be a handy pick for T20. And talking about 4 and 5 or 6 even, Salman Ali Agha, I still believe he has got so much to offer, because as an off spinner he can add something to the team, and he is a utility cricketer too. So Tayyib, yes, I'm not sure the way I've seen him in the domestic cricket. Yes, he's very good against the spinners because he uses his feet very well. But against the fast bowler, I still wanted to see his best performances, which is just not there. So most probably this is how it goes. Irfan and Salman Ali Agha will be my pick. And talking about those numbers, I still believe Pakistan is still experimenting with those numbers. When we talk about top 3, it's still the quality ones, and these 3 numbers, these are still up for the grab, and there are so many players who are looking forward to it. So I don't want to come up with an argument, but you can comment that last time Shan Masood played as a T20 batter in those conditions. He proved his worth in Australia, and I suggested that somewhere else too, that we wanted someone to bat at 4 or 5 who is technically correct, because when we talk about South African pitches, it's just not hairy-fairy stuff. If anyone cannot go there and have a havoc. Every player has to have a basic technique to play or survive in those conditions. So most probably someone with a better technique can be suited as a number 4 player in South Africa.
Well, then again, I think the issue of strike rate becomes very important. But Jabbar, what's the way forward for T20 cricket? It's completely unconventional now. It's not the typical form of cricket that you see, and a lot of talk is now there about strike rates for Pakistan.
We can't judge the performance of any player with a couple of matches or 2 or 3. But these young guys are doing well in the starting. But with the passage of time, they will improve their game, they will improve their skill, and then the national talent will be shown by them. Right now, T20 is the game of young guys. Young player must be included. You know, just like Sufyan, Tahir, and other people were included. They performed well. Their performance was up to mark. But there is still need to improve their game, improve their standard, to focus on the game. Basic thing, how the player focus on the game, and second, fitness is the basic thing. Fitness always is up to a player, how he care himself, how he safe from the injuries himself. This is the basic thing. He will be 100% fit, then he will perform in the field.
Well, certainly, and I think that, you know, it's a personal investment as a sportsman yourself as well. That brings us to the Pakistan versus Zimbabwe T20 International Series. Let's take a look at this report.
Zimbabwe's captain Sikandar Raza won the toss and chose to bat first. Batting first, Zimbabwe were bowled out for a mere 57 runs in just 13 overs. Openers Brian Bennett and Maromani provided confident start of 37 runs for their first wicket. Zimbabwe collapsed start as Abbas Afridi got the wicket of Maromani. Zimbabwe lost their 10 wickets over a 20-run period as they fell to their lowest total in T20 cricket. 9 of their batters failed to reach double figures. Brian Bennett remained top scorer with 21 runs, while Maromani added 16 runs. Sufyan Mukim spun a web around Zimbabwe, registering the best figures by a Pakistani bowler in T20 internationals. Sufyan Mukim had an outstanding performance, taking 5 wickets for just 3 runs in 3 overs.
What a catch! Outstanding. Bowled him.
Abbas Afridi took 2, while Harris Rauf, Abrar Ahmed and Salman Ali Agha grabbed 1 wicket each. In response, Pakistan made quick work for the modest target of 58 runs, achieving it in the 6th over without losing a single wicket. Saim Ayub led the charge with a solid 36 runs, while Omer bin Yusuf contributed 22 runs, helping the team reach the target comfortably within their power play. Pakistan achieved the target within 15 overs to spare, marking their best win by bowls remaining between 2 full members in men's T20 cricket. Sufyan Mukim declared player of the match on his brilliant performance. The third and final T20 of the series will be played on Thursday.
Well, there you have it. All you need to know about this series and the brilliance of Sufyan Mukim. He has just been absolutely brilliant. But I think that's what happens, Asif, when you invest in the youngsters in this kind of series where you have that liberty and you get results.
Congratulations, Pakistan. After a long time, I watched that Pakistan played ruthless cricket against a side like Zimbabwe. Because we struggle, you know, the way Pakistan started ODI, and I do remember that day. You were so depressed. You were talking about the mistakes, and I think that Pakistan cricket team have given a very, very good reply after the ODI series and then T20 series. You were talking about the youngsters, Ahmed. It's been so nice that youngsters like Sufyan Mukim and other players, Tayyib Tahir, Omer bin Yusuf, they're getting chance. And the best thing is that I'm happy that you have retained them, because that was a big worry for me, because we were thinking that the big names, they will get chance in South Africa. But Pakistan Cricket Board has taken a very good stance that they performed well, they're doing well. They were we're talking about Sufyan Mukim. See, he was an impressive and didn't make an impact in Australia, but on the Zimbabwean soil, he has done a remarkable job. So I think his confidence is high, he's bowling well, Pakistan is winning, team is in good momentum. So that's why it's really important that to give them more chances. And where are the people who were talking about that we don't have spinners in our even in domestic circuit? Even we do have Mehran Mumtaz. there he's been bowling so well in domestic cricket and performing so well. He was in the squad against England. So I think that Pakistan got good talent. The thing is that are you giving them chances, opportunities or not?
Well, certainly. But if you talk about Sufyan Mukim, he's been absolutely brilliant. He's broken a 15-year-old record. Let's take a look at this report.
Pakistan's left-arm spinner Sufyan Mukim has set a new record for the best bowling figures in men's T20 internationals, breaking Umar Gul's 15-year-old milestone. Playing just 6 matches of his career, Sufyan bowled a phenomenal spell of 5 for 3 in 2.4 overs during Pakistan's 10-wicket victory over Zimbabwe in the second T20 international. He dismissed Ryan Burr, Clive Madande, Tashinga, Wellington Masakadza and Richard Angrava.
T20I. And they've lost another. Bowled him. Oh, he's gone for the slog sweep. It's gone straight up in the air.
This performance surpassed Umar Gul's record of 5 for 6, achieved twice in 2009 and 2013. Sufyan has also become only the third Pakistani player to take a 5-wicket haul in T20 internationals, joining Umar Gul and Imad Wasim, who took 5 for 14 against West Indies in 2016. This remarkable feat has established Sufyan as a rising star in Pakistan's cricket history.
T20I. And they've lost another. Bowled him. Oh, he's gone for the slog sweep. It's gone straight up in the air.
There you have it, all you need to know about Sufyan Mukim. What's your assessment, Kashif, when you look at Sufyan Mukim at such a young age? And of course, he's got that record now of best figures.
I guess it's still pretty early days. Playing against Zimbabwe and coming up strong. It's one side of the story, and going in South Africa and doing something brilliant is something else. So most probably it's a good start. Any dream start anyone wanted. Start an international career getting those wickets at a very low scoring average. But most important for me is how he handled the pressure, because when we talk about left arm spin, the left arm Chinaman and left arm wrist spin, it's always the case of getting wickets and not bothering about the runs. How the captain handles
Right,
Sufyan.
we're just going to go to a short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, and now of course we discuss Bangladesh's remarkable victory against West Indies in their test match. Let's take a look.
Bangladesh secured their first test win in the West Indies for 15 years to draw the 2-match series by 1-all. Spinner Taijul Islam took 5 for 50 on the 4th day as West Indies were bowled out for 185 to hand a 101-run victory to the tourists. Earlier, Jakar Ali's test best innings of 91 helped Bangladesh reach 268 all out to set an imposing victory target of 287 runs. The home side made a confident start to their chase, but from 92 to 2, they let it slip away, eventually losing their final 6th wicket for 42 runs. Hodge top scored for West Indies with 55, while skipper Craig Brathwaite added 43 runs, the only other batter to score more than 20 runs. This win also marked that they have won 3 tests away from home in a calendar year for the first time after 2 victories against Pakistan in Rawalpindi in August and September. Taijul Islam named player of the match.
Well, there you go, the real flavour of cricket, which is Test cricket, and congratulations to Bangladesh. Asif, what a remarkable victory for them.
Well, I think that congratulations to Bangladesh. They've beaten Pakistan. In Pakistan, that was their stellar victory, and after that they were toured to India. We have watched their mistakes, but good thing is, as Phil Simmons said, that they're working so nicely on their mistakes, especially when we talk about their young talent you have named, and we have talked about Nahid Rana's bowling in Pakistan, because his line and length been impressive against Pakistan, same as in West Indies as well. He took 6 wickets, and of course Taijul Islam, Taskeen, Shadman was brilliant with the bat, scored 15 first inning and then 46 in second inning. So I think that these youngsters, they're performing so well because right after the Shakibul Islam and some other big names, the Bangladesh were looking some young talent, and I think that they're getting some phenomenal guys, isn't it?
Definitely. Kashif, they've been in a rebuilding phase for quite some time. Traditionally, they have the same problems in the region with the cricket board, the players and everything. But now, so it's, it's about time they start investing in the future.
It's about time they got good fast bowlers. Previously, when we talk about Bangladesh, it's always about the spin and the batters they have got. But right now with Naheed and Hassan, they've got a very good fast bowling lineup, and most probably they know how to bowl in the test cricket. It's just not about being pacey with Naheed bowling exceptional at 145 plus clicks, but important thing is how to go about his business in test arena, and this is where they are spending so much. Second important thing, the batters also have got the courage to play their shots. Previously, when we talk about Bangladesh, there has always been a defensive mindset with the batting, but right now with the exceptional guys coming through the T20 ranks, they know how to go about their business. And last important thing, the overall cricketing structure in Bangladesh is getting revamped. Of course, this is how it is in Asian part of the world, but with Bangladesh, the important thing is the cricket board is now working on the potential future stars. Previously, when we talk about, there are 5 to 6 names who've been playing continuous cricket for around 12 to 13 years. I still remember all those guys who have played in 2007 Cricket World Cup have played the 2023 World Cup. So they were not investing in the youngsters. Shakibul Hasan is the star for them for centuries. But right now, when we talk about their team, they've evaluated their domestic cricket. They're coming with the new faces, and this is something they wanted.
Certainly, Jabbar bhai, Bangladesh has been a fantastic team over the years, but they have been in trouble regarding their players, the board, the attitude of the players. But now it's a great moment for them to invest in the future.
There are a couple of players in each team. They create some problems, like this, you can say. But this team is, looking giant. It's giant effort. Just Kashif mentioned, we are good spinners, they are good pacers, and the batters are very good. I think before, you can say 10 years, they are improving very well. They won even ICC tournaments matches, important matches, you can say. They win under 19 World Cup too. This is very important. It means the youth are getting chances, they are improving their games, and they are doing well. And other thing is very important, when the Bangladesh Cricket League started, the batter got lot of confidence. They were playing openly, hitting and playing good cricket. They learned a lot from that game.
Absolutely.
Basically,
Absolutely.
Their confidence level increased from.
But to their credit, I must say that they still have batters who look beautiful technically as well. But once they play on that merit, then you see those results coming as well. But thank you very much, Mr. Jabbar. Thank you very much, K. Asif, and thank you very much, Kashif Majid, for joining us. That, of course, wraps up Sports Extra for me and my entire team. It's goodbye for now.